Peter Keller, a 41-year-old surname, somehow did not leap out offensively. Keller was living with his wife Lynette and daughter Sen in North Bend, Washington. Peter's profession was in refurbishing computers while Lynette was promoting within the family a handmade scrapbooking company. Sleeping still in her parents' house, Sen was heading to college soon, passion intact. It would not appear to be out of the ordinary to be a suburban family. Unfortunately for everyone, a monstrous obsession roamed free in dark corners. It was only a matter of time. Where it had begun was a source of interest, but the way it had turned out was unbelievable. Doomsday believer is how Keller himself would have exactly described his life project these days. Black color was pleasant to the eye, as much the reflection in a dark setting is to all mankind. The day would come when a weak filter everywhere around the common people would be liberated. Peters blurred the boundaries of routine, maintaining warm conversations with about nothing, with the feelings of excitement and anticipation ever present. He spent hours in his secrecy bunkers while digging stone where the outside world would cease to exist. So helplessly simple was the entire plan. Everything appeared to be going so smoothly that there was nails on the planes of Doris May Hughes and Gary. Jealousy and trepidation made smiles disappear as quickly as they arrived. The calm tone with which Peter spoke in the videos seemed unbothered when he spoke of abandoning his wife and daughter. There were instances when he would reside in the wilderness for days, relocating supplies into his buried shelter. The structure, which was surrounded by thick trees, was astonishing in terms of construction. It was self-sufficient and equipped with a fireplace and had a generator set. It was even made better, as Peter had built somewhere that could withstand the frigid climate. To build the hideaway, he explained with satisfaction, having invested a large sum of money and many of his resources as well, to ensure that when he does leave to escape society, he was ready. But as a form of dissidence, behind that cool exterior lay an even more complex evil. The plans that Peter had were centered on the fact that he was ready to leave civilization. He wrote in his video log that he was doing something more terrible. For instance, how she had no clue around about her husband's intentions at all. Lynette did not understand. She adored him because he was always there to support her through her health challenges. They initially started out together, with her often participating in his videos by marketing the scrapbooking kits she used to make. Their family seemed normal, but Peter was growing more distant. In his video blogs, he was seen to have some depressive feelings and has general dissatisfaction towards his life and his plot. Mentions of being economically bankrupt and her wife being unavailable for emotional support were all too common. How terrifyingly obvious Peter us telling the world what his objectives are. It was in April 2012, on the 22nd, that the Keller family's house caught fire due to unknown reasons. Neighbors called firefighters, but by the time they put it out, there were already countless bodies burned beyond recognition. Lynette and Sen were both shot in the head, and their corpses showed no signs of being charred. Peter is wrinkles. While police were looking for Peter, they managed to retrieve his video journals, an attempt to understand his last known whereabouts. What appeared clear is that Peter didn't shoot all three of his family members in a fit of rage. Rather, he had methodically planned the whole murder and knew how to get away. He had taken out cash from the family's account and even prepared resources for his fort. The videos, which were remarkably preserved in a hard disk that survived the fire, showed how Peter's state of mind was when claimed the lives of his family members. Upon seeing those images, sincere anticipations arose that they would manage to find the deceased. Clues from Peter's recordings led the authorities to the forest, where Keller's home was located, followed for 6 days looking for the killer. Such tombs were discovered. The instructions are straightforward. Natural surroundings. Peter had planned his retreat well, ensuring that even the smoke from his stove would blend in with the environment. The police were cautious, knowing that Peter was armed and dangerous. After surrounding the bunker, they attempted to coax Peter out by releasing tear gas into the hideout. But Peter didn't come out. When officers finally entered the bunker, they found Peter dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. In the end, Peter had followed through on his plan to escape from society, but it was a plan that ended in tragedy. His death marked the conclusion of a horrifying case that had shocked the quiet town of North Bend. Peter's actions left a community devastated. His wife and daughter, once beloved members of their neighborhood, were gone, victims of a man who had hidden his true self for so long. The case of Peter Keller stands as a chilling reminder of how darkness can lurk beneath the surface of even the most ordinary lives. The videos he left behind provide a haunting narrative of a man who chose isolation, violence, and ultimately death over the life he had built with his family.